Amazing. Shit. Yeah, I meant to do this earlier, but busy.
Dropping the ball.
TV shows. I
Dropping the
know.
ball.
What am I gonna do? Let me save my libraries. Stop going over there. Dashboard. Yeah. Hopefully it just works. Did it screw with anything? Oh, yep, there it is. Starting. All right. Okay. It might pop up there soon. But either way, it's your favorite Canadian TV show. So,
Okay. That makes it easy.
yeah. I think it's your only Canadian TV show. Do Canadians make TV shows?
There's a couple.
Is there? It's so full. I have to drink it with two hands.
But there's like a thing that you didn't have to take the big lid off. I could see that you have
I know,
like
but
the like you could open it and you have a more controlled pour instead of like bukkake yourself with water.
I'm doing like the I gotta yeah
the 5-year-old with a big cup of water.
Or number 45. That's what I was thinking. Just to get the hand under there.
Oh yeah.
Water, delicious. Yeah, I know. This though, I need to wash this because I think there was water that was sitting too much, so like the ring, smells like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I avoid using that right now. But these hot, riveting topics that we have every day.
Well, I didn't fucking do anything this week. I only worked Thursday and Friday.
I didn't either, considering the snow and everything else that happened.
Right.
We lost power for a few days.
Oh shit!
So
that's right.
Yeah,
you were in the zone.
I think when you asked me about that,
it was what I asked you about. Hey, can you download this stuff? You're like, sure, when power's back, and I'm like, oh, I'm an asshole now.
Yeah, it was pretty wild, and then just tons of like trees broken down. And,
my friend's car got destroyed.
Oh, that sucks. I don't think we had any cars.
Because where he lives is the parking lot's under a bunch of trees, so it all got bogged down with snow and ice, and his two front windows are completely shattered. His windshield is fucked. I guess the frame of his sunroof is to the point where they have to tear the whole damn roof apart to fix it. And apparently, based on the pictures that the insurance company sent, or that the shop sent the insurance company's like, no, it's fine. He can drive it. We won't pay for a rental.
Okay.
And I guess the repair shop guy was just straight up yelling at the insurance company on the phone. And he's like, are you fucking kidding me? This is not safe to drive.
Which is funny considering it's usually the other way around.
Well, and it's actually kind of funny because this friend of mine works at an auto parts warehouse down in Tualatin, and this particular shop is one that his warehouse supplies.
Oh, nice.
So he's like, hey, I work at this warehouse. And they're like, oh, cool, we get our parts from there. And so they're like super chill and like working for him.
That's cool. I like
which is dope.
All right.
So he's not totally fucked. Oh shit.
Which is good.
Right?
But yeah, no, it was bad. Dude, the weather was bad. So much stuff.
Like it's all the snow and shit. Like I was like, oh, why the hell didn't we go back Tuesday? And seeing how bad the roads still were on Thursday, I totally get why we didn't go back to work on Tuesday.
Yeah, it was bad. I expected, the usual 2 inches of snow, right?
No,
that usually gets predicted because usually it'll be like, oh, it's gonna snowstorm, and then it's like 2 inches of snow, and you're like, that's it, like.
Yeah,
what are we doing here, guys? This is the worst weather report ever. And
right.
I definitely got blindsided by all that shit.
Yeah, well, and that was the thing is this year they're actually like it's gonna happen.
And
It's
it
coming
did.
and it's gonna be nasty and it did. Like
Yeah, it
even the
was.
places who usually like even the networks that are typically pretty conservative on their predictions or
Yeah.
forecasts. That's the word, forecast. That are generally pretty conservative on their forecasts are like, nah, it's gonna get gross out there. Like this shit's coming, and
It was. And it did. It
at
definitely did.
least we're not Texas.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
True. Dude, that's a whole other
Texas got
problem.
colder than Alaska.
Yeah. Well, that and
That's fucked up.
I mean, there's other issues at play
There's
also,
yeah,
but we won't get into
we
those
won't. Nope.
here.
Those are no topics.
Those are for our other podcast, Political Hour.
Those are
where
for
we-
those are hear me out. That's for our other podcast, maybe called Two Angry Fat Men.
That applies to one of us, sir. All right. You know what would be great is if we did something like that, and all we did was we wore just suit coats. And
Oh my god,
that's
I have one too. I have one.
just suit coats with like a shirt, maybe a tie. No, not even a collar shirt though. Just a shirt.
With
wear
a tie. Just
a
like
tie.
just record it after this. So
Yeah.
like record it after
Oh,
our
yeah,
normal.
so-
So like we just throw on a
exactly.
suit coat over whatever we wore for the old angle shot.
Yeah, and then and then just to make it better, we should have the worst political takes on everything. Like not even figuring out what side of the spectrum we're on, just going at it
Just-
with maybe conspiracy theories.
Well,
I don't
and
know.
like just not approaching it with any rationale, just being
Oh,
mad about
no.
what's happening.
Yeah, just it would almost be like on Family Guy when Peter had that segment. Well, grinds
What
you
really
know what
grinds my gears. You had no idea
Yeah.
what side of the aisle he was on. He's just mad.
He's just mad, and it can just be that, and we'll call it something like political talk, or just something. I don't know. It just that seems like a really smart idea. I feel like we should write this down.
We could
I'm gonna,
shit. Where's my post-it
I'm gonna-
notes? Fuck.
I got notepad. I got notepad open. Political talk. I can't spell political, so we're already there. We're already doing good.
However you spelled it is how it's going to be. That's the canon. That's what it is.
You don't want to
in
see
stone.
what I just fucking spelled.
Set
All
in
right, I'm
stone.
gonna send this to you in chat. This is what I just spelled.
Oh god.
So, not even close.
Oh my.
There's easily
That's
there's
the
easily
show.
a few
That's the
extra-
show.
Yeah.
That's like
All right.
okay. That's like really bad Spanglish. So, like I'm reading that as like politicile.
Yeah. For our more southern friends, it's a show for them.
Right?
It's beautiful. I need to. I don't think I have a suit coat anymore. That's fine. I can get one. I'll get one really cheap. Like an eBay. My husband died. Here's a suit coat. We didn't bury him with the jacket. Yeah, something along those lines. All right.
I
cool.
did actually paint this week.
Oh, good. What did I do?
Oh.
Not much. It's mostly recovery this week.
Yeah, right.
This whole week was a wash for me. Like,
Oh yeah.
from a work standpoint,
Yep.
like I was out this whole week, doing anything standpoint. Oh, what do you got here? Oh, nice. Damn, that looks good. That looks really good. Every time
I'm going for like
I'm
a like underwater rot putrescence sort of look. I think I described the
no, that
color
looks-
scheme I was
yeah.
going to do. This is for that,
that looks
army.
really good, man. Are you showing? You should show that off for the camera because that's
I got the
some
loot
good
here.
stuff.
Bring that up. Focus, please. Come
Yeah, that's
on.
really good stuff.
Come on. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, it's a little poxwalker dude. I
I like
was just testing it out. Really, I was like, hey, I'm trying to do like a sort of underwater decay thing, so I want to make it look like a body that was, sleeping with the fishes,
Yeah.
sort of
I
thing.
think
So
I think
I
you
was trying
nailed
to
it.
make it. So I kind of went
Actually.
with a pale gray, and I started with like what's it called? It's like the paint is literally called mummy robes, so it's already
Oh, nice.
like a decayed flesh tone, like a really
Yeah.
pale flesh tone, and then I mixed that with some blue and green, like some blue and green, and thinned that down a lot and kind of hit the highlights with it, and then I went
Yeah.
over it with a very light blue wash to like almost basically a glaze to kind of give it that gray skin tone, just gray undertones, and then I hit it
Yeah.
with a real heavy black wash, and it turned out like that, and it looks great. And then I'm gonna hit it with a gloss varnish to make it look wet. It's gonna look awesome.
Nice. I like it. I think I fucked my camera. Hold on. It's like too
No,
much.
no, you're good. You're fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
All
no, you're
right.
set.
Usually I can lean back farther. Okay.
No, you're
I
good.
don't know.
You're fine.
There's something going on. I don't know why it's looking so. Maybe I do need to just clean it. How the hell did I touch it with smudgy fingers or something?
This is you we're talking about.
I don't usually touch it though. It's just there. I bet Shasta did it. Yell at her. You did it. Oh, she's asleep again. Okay. I didn't realize she was still in the room. I don't think she heard me though. Okay, I think we're okay. Don't worry. I'll blink rapidly if I'm in danger.
Start
So
blinking Morse code.
yeah, I wish I could do that. That'd be awesome. Oh man,
Torture.
torture! Just like this episode, if you're listening right now.
God, yeah,
Um,
this is hard for me.
that was so. I wanted to almost propose us watching Monster Hunter before this episode,
Oh God.
so we could give it the terrible review it's probably gonna get.
Man.
But
Thought about it.
no,
but
I thought about that, but then I figured, why don't we do like an impromptu? What are like 3 movies that you could just watch? Like you could just watch them over and over.
I can just
without
turn on
any
and
issue.
just watch. Fuck.
Yeah, regardless if you're paying attention
Oh.
or if it's just there as background
Yeah,
noise.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
what are your go-to, like, I guess, comfort movies that you can just like watch and
I would say any Phase 1 MCU movie barring Incredible Hulk and Thor. So
which was that, the Edward Norton Hulk or
yeah, that's the Edward Norton Hulk.
Really?
The
Do you
really
like
bad
first
the
one?
really bad one is Hulk.
Okay, that's right.
The Edward Norton Hulk, it's not bad, but it's not
Yeah, it's not.
it because Ed Norton didn't make it into the MCU,
Yeah.
it just doesn't fit anymore.
Which sucks because I actually really liked him as Bruce Banner.
Yeah, but I guess he was a bitch
But-
and a half to work with for the Avengers, which is why he got fired and they brought in Mark Ruffalo.
I mean, he wanted writing credits because he did a lot of writing for the Incredible Hulk, and they were like, no. And then
Joss Whedon being who he is.
yeah, it was a whole thing. So then it was like, well, shit. But I mean, Ruffalo's done good. He hasn't done
Ruffalo's been a great Hulk.
yeah. Which I am totally looking forward to She-Hulk when that comes out.
Oh, is that happening?
Yeah, that's happening.
Okay.
They got at least I think they still got her. Now I'm curious because I've heard other things.
Jessica Jones and the Punisher just
yes,
got
I saw
bumped
that.
to
Back to
Marvel
Marvel.
Studios.
Yep.
So that'll
Which
be cool.
I am excited about that.
Hopefully, I mean, given the way WandaVision's going, I haven't seen the latest episode.
Oh, dude, it's a great
I'm sure.
episode.
Like last week's was all right, but it set the stage for some stuff.
So yes, last week's was great. Set the stage. This one answers probably everybody's fucking question.
Oh, sweet.
At this point.
Cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was a good episode,
Cool.
and I'm happy because I predicted this shit like episode 1, and I was like, I bet it's yep. I was like, I bet I bet this is this, and this is this, and this is what's gonna fucking happen because this is what happens, and I guarantee you this is also gonna happen.
Yeah.
So
I have some thoughts and kind of some here's what I think is gonna happen. So I'm just
Yeah.
waiting to see. So far, I've been right. I've been pretty on top of like this is what I think is going down. Here we go.
Yeah.
But they actually just released a new movie trailer for Cruella.
I haven't seen that yet.
It looks. I am intrigued. It's Emma Stone as Cruella de Vil
That's right.
in an origin story.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it's a Cruella de Vil origin story, and I'm like, yes, please.
Interesting. Yes, so She-Hulk is definitely a go still. It looks like it's actually next year when the first season's going to drop. But they still got I don't know how to say her name, so I'm going to probably butcher it, but Tatiana Maslany, I think is her name.
Ms. Marvel?
No.
Oh,
Tatiana, the actress she's
She-Hulk.
playing, who's playing her.
Okay.
And which is awesome because, like, I don't know if you've ever seen Orphan Black. Okay, it's on the Plex server. It's 4 seasons. She plays a total of how many characters does
Isn't
she
she
play
like
total?
8 different people in that show?
Yeah, she plays basically. Yeah.
I've heard of that show and I'm aware of the premise. I've just never watched it.
That's super good. Like, you want to see somebody who plays essentially herself, but different variations of herself, and then has to play her main character as another character in some episodes.
Isn't she like playing off of herself a lot too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the premise is she's like a clone. She finds out she's a clone. Essentially.
Yeah.
And then she finds her sisters, and there's what, 1, 2, 3. She plays like 5 or 6 essentially versions of herself. And then it's in some episodes she'll actually play her original self, but through one of her sisters. So then it's fucking the amount of acting that she had to do for that was insane. I would recommend that to anybody. Go watch it.
I've only heard good things about that show. I just haven't gotten around to it.
Yeah, solid show. Would watch again.
But yeah, Cruella's coming out in May.
Of this year?
Of this year. Yeah, it was like May.
I didn't even...
Like late May this year. So,
I haven't even seen the trailer.
It dropped earlier this week. Just a couple days ago, I think. But I heard about it and I watched it.
I'm watching it live. Let's do this.
Yeah.
So an origin story. It's interesting.
Complete origin story, and just on the voiceover alone, I'm really, really pleased with. I think I'm going to be really pleased with our performance.
I mean, I think Emma Stone is. I don't know if people just don't give her enough credit.
She's easily one of my favorite actresses.
Yeah, I mean, I've always felt like she's. I don't want to say overlooked because I mean she has played in some really big roles, but
oh yeah.
Interesting. I didn't even think that a character like her would have an origin story.
Who just jumps to killing puppies?
I don't know. Mr. Burns? I mean, there was that episode.
Fair. You're right. You're right. But then again, there was some build up to that. Plus, this is Burns we're talking about.
Yeah,
I literally watched that episode like 3 days ago.
Oh, really?
I've been rewatching The Simpsons. Or watching The Simpsons, awesome. I guess.
Yeah, that looks pretty good, actually. Man, that might make me like Cruella, and then I'll feel bad that she didn't get to kill those puppies.
Right? And like I love how there's all the memes of like she's the only actual Disney villain.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, like all of the other Disney villains are trying to accomplish some greater good in their eyes, something that actually is the right thing in their mind. Cruella de Vil wants to murder puppies.
Yeah, that's true.
I love
that's
that.
funny.
Like I've seen like a Tumblr post where it's like, oh yes, I want to do. It's Jafar is like, I want to take over control of Agrabah for the good of the people, and Ursula's like, I've been wronged and I want to make things right. Maleficent is, I wasn't invited to this party and I want to get revenge. Cruella de Vil, I want to kill puppies, and all like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Speaking of trailers, did you see the Snyder Cut trailer for Justice League?
Did. It's gonna be a fucking disaster.
Yeah, I didn't like the first movie.
Oh God, no. I didn't like Man of Steel. I didn't like Batman versus Superman. I didn't like Justice League.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see how this is actually gonna be better. I'm
not a big DC person. I've always been more Marvel, so my knowledge of DC is limited. But from what I've gathered from friends who are more DC oriented, is the Snyder Cut is really gonna, I think, focus more on what the comics actually did. So it might be better than what they were doing.
Because I know they're.
I don't know.
I know they're going the dark side route, which is which is what they intended from the get-go, but they never actually got there in the theatrical release.
Yeah.
Which is like, okay, there's all this shit happening, but why do I care,
Exactly. Well, and it was...
But I don't have faith in Zack Snyder as a director, quite honestly.
I mean, we'll see. From what I remember, I think it's going to be 4 essentially episodes. Over an hour long or something like that.
A 4-hour long whatever, and they're going to release it weekly so people don't just jump on the fucking...
Yeah. So after 4 weeks, it'll be up on the server.
Yep. Yeah, I know. I fully... Okay. Yep. I know the drill.
Thank you, HBO, for releasing everything to stream as soon as you...
Right.
Dude, another one, I'm looking forward to Godzilla vs. Kong.
That's going to be sick.
Because
I saw the trailer for that, and I'm like, "Buck, yes."
Because it looks like Mecha Godzilla is actually going to be the real bad guy in that one.
Oh, it's going to be so cool.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
Like, there are people who are like, those movies are so bad, and then you're going in with the wrong expectations.
Yeah,
I go to those movies to watch giant monsters fight giant monsters. It's the same reason I watch... It's the same reason
Pacific
I watched...
Rim.
Exactly. I went to Pacific Rim to watch giant robots fight giant monsters, and I got exactly that. I was very happy. I was very pleased.
Oh, yeah.
10 out of 10 movie. Giant monsters fought giant robots.
And you know where they fucked up with the second one? They tried to make a story out of it.
Exactly. They tried to make a plot. Like
why? Don't do that.
I liked the 2014 Godzilla because they kind of went back to the roots of the old Japanese Godzilla movies.
Yes.
Where it was mostly paying attention to the people on the ground and Godzilla's doing his thing.
Yeah. But see, they did it right though.
Exactly. Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Is they like everyone's like, well, that's not what I was looking for, and I was like, I grew up on those old Japanese Godzilla movies, those old kaiju films. I fucking loved them. It was amazing. Like we would go, every week we would go to Hollywood Video and we rent a movie, and I rented every Godzilla movie at least 5 times.
Nice. I think the only disappointing part I had in the movie is the fact that Bryan Cranston's in it for like all of 5 minutes.
I know, right? But they made him seem like a main actor. That was my biggest letdown with that movie. Is Bryan Cranston was in it. And then the second one, they abolished all pretense of there being a plot. And they're just like, here's 4 giant ass monsters just wrecking shit. Go for it.
Yeah, the most plot I think of the thing was the fact that I think the biggest plot was just like all these creatures
they're fighting
coming out to fight.
They're fighting
an alien creature that shouldn't be here, like type of thing was the whole plot.
King Ghidorah's coming. We got to stop him.
Yeah, like he's not from this world.
right?
We need to band together,
Right,
guys.
and
So
that was where
that
we
was
got Rodan, Mothra, and Godzilla fighting King Ghidorah, and then they
which
all just beat the shit out of each other, and Godzilla won.
yeah, that was
Spoiler
amazing.
alert, I guess.
Oh my god,
And now we've got
dude,
fucking
that's
Kong and Godzilla, and it's gonna be. It's
yeah.
I still haven't seen Kong Skull Island.
I'm trying to remember if it was worth it. I don't really want to say it was.
I haven't
It
heard
wasn't.
the best things about it.
It wasn't great,
I've
but
just never
it's
given a
not.
shit about King Kong. You know?
Yeah, I haven't either. I guess it wasn't bad, but it was just very.
Eh.
I don't. I don't know. It was
I
definitely.
I feel like they've tried too much with King Kong. Like King Kong
Yeah.
was whatever it was back in the 20s when they made it and they did like it was that was a technical marvel at the time with the whole
Oh,
giant monkey climbing the eye like holy fucking shit. Like that had some chops to it. But then they remade it and it's like okay, I guess. And then suddenly we have Kong Skull Island and who fucking cares?
yeah. Kong Skull Island was more.
Like King
Was it? I would say it was. It'd be more of an origin, I suppose,
yeah,
to kind of the island as a whole and
and
what
yeah,
kind of creatures are there.
and like
And I guess
King Kong just
I
never
don't know.
had the cult following that Godzilla did.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's so hard. It's so hard to follow Godzilla,
It
though.
really is.
Re- it's just he's Godzilla's just awesome. I mean, do you remember the cartoon from way back?
Oh my god, yes. That came out after the
Yeah,
96 movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, yeah. Or not,
Man,
it was 98, 99.
I don't know. You
I think I was
see,
in 4th or
part of
5th grade.
part of me is thinking there was actually an older one, but I could be wrong.
But
I'd have to.
it was a TV show cuz it they had
Oh,
another
there's apparently a couple.
they
Okay,
had
I didn't
another
actually know
they
that.
had another TV show that was Men in Black in the same sort of art style.
Yeah. Oh, it must. Okay, it was 98.
Okay.
Okay, so there is one that is also older that I remember watching
Oh
growing up.
god.
Yeah,
Yeah,
on Cartoon
that one
Network.
I didn't ever see.
And I think that one was from I want to say 80s, but there's so many damn. Oh wow, here's this throwback. I like how I type in Godzilla and it throws me back to Ah Real Monsters.
Oh my god.
Uh, that was a great show. I'm generally curious if I can find that. Hold on, let me make a note to try to find that. Uh, monsters. There, I spelled that right. Can't spell political, but I can spell monsters. All right. Um, yeah, man, Kong's awesome. All right, we got totally off track though.
Right?
So
Because we were
we
talking about
went
like
for
comfort movies. Mine
comfort
was like
movies, like your top three comfort movies.
like my first pick is like I'm not saying this is all three, but my first pick is any of the uh not any of them, but Iron Man, Iron Man 2 or um Captain Marvel. Captain America. Shit.
Wrong captain.
Right? Captain America.
Okay.
And I could probably eke into like Winter Soldier, a little bit into Phase 2, like Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Um, what else? Fuck, what came out in Phase 2?
Ultron. Didn't Age of Ultron come out phase two?
See, the Avengers movies don't have a lot of rewatchability for me. Like they're good,
I don't know.
but I'm not like
So
I doubt I could actually go back and watch the original Avengers and actually enjoy it.
okay. So for my like number three, I guess we'll say
Right.
it would have to be, and this is just because, and I think it stops at a certain point, but the Fast and Furious franchise, just because it's a movie you can throw on
Yeah.
and you don't have to pay attention to it. It's just great background noise, and at any point when you turn back to it, there's probably going to be a car chase going on. So it's just something that you can just like, oh yeah, it's a great part. I like that part. Oh, he rolled it. Then you go back to whatever you're doing.
Right.
It's something that you can just throw on
Yeah.
and just not care about. And I think, oh boy, I don't even want to say all of them. That's probably bad, but we'll just stick with the whole the franchise as a whole, and we'll see where it goes from there. Because I don't know the next one if they're going in space, what the fuck they're doing,
I
if
don't
they're
fucking know. There's Hobbs and Shaw
strapping
now.
strapping a charger to a fucking rocket and just sending it to space. I don't know.
Fucking send it,
That's
bro.
uh,
God, I
I
don't
mean,
even know.
have you seen the trailer for that movie?
No, I don't. I don't. I
Next,
never got into those movies, so I just don't pay attention to anything that they're doing.
you should watch the trailer for the one that's coming out. I think this year now. It was supposed to come out last year, but obviously COVID happened.
Yeah,
It's awful. It just looks so bad, and yet I know I will watch it
I'm trying to think of
because
movies that I can just throw on.
here I'll go. My number two is just going to be anything MCU. Honestly,
Yeah,
for me, it's sure there's more ones that I like more than the other. Like personally, I love Winter Soldier, and I just because of how
that's probably my favorite MCU movie
yeah,
at all.
and I think it's just because of how violent Barnes is under when he's totally like looped out and
It
in full Hydra mode.
it it really took a step back from the superhero aspect of everything
Yeah,
and
and
went
made it more
more
personable.
more kind of a spy thriller type movie,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is a huge separation from, because it also brings in like the actual like Captain America's crisis of conscience of like you're just putting up guns in the sky because that's not cool. Like what the fuck, bro?
yeah, yeah.
Like
I mean
that was one of the
was-
that was the movie that made me actually like Captain America. Before I
yeah.
watched that movie, I couldn't stand the character. But then I watched that was the first MCU movie that I went and saw in theaters more than once.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I think. Are we considering that MCU at the time? I think Deadpool was my big one. I think I saw that like 3 or 4 times in theater.
See,
So
I don't watch a lot of movies. I rewatch TV shows. That's my bag.
yeah,
So like
yeah.
I don't when I watch a movie, I want to watch a movie. If I'm
Oh
going to
yeah.
watch a movie, I make a point to actually like pay attention to what's going on even if I've seen it before. I don't turn on
Yeah.
movies as background noise. I turn on TV shows as background noise.
Oh, see, I can do that with both. I don't know. I've just always done it with both, so it's always been a thing. Where it's just like, oh, TV shows on. It's like The Office. I could throw that on. Just no, I don't need to pay attention to it. Or
That's Parks and Recreation for me. I can just turn
oh
that
yeah,
on
Parks and
and
Rec.
just
That's another one. I've been yelled at so many times for putting those shows on because somebody hates them now because I would just rewatch them. For me, it's just like it's a comfort show. It's just something.
I've seen Parks and Rec all the way through at least 4 times.
Oh yeah, it's same 4 or 5, probably 6 or 7 times at this point. The same with The Office for me, or Rules of Engagement. That's another one I've watched over
Like a
several
show
times.
a show I think I've talked about this, but a show I watched to death that I can't stand anymore is How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah. Oh, we've had the talk on this podcast.
Yeah,
I remember that vividly.
I remember I got mad.
There was anger in the show. I think people were concerned. I got text messages from concerned fans.
Okay, good.
Yeah. They're just God, we haven't seen anger like this
Just
in so
haven't
long.
seen that side.
And then you know what? So here's my number one. I'm just gonna throw out all my three right out the gate. So three, my top three. My number three was
Fast and Furious,
Fast and Furious franchise.
MCU.
My number two is MCU. My number one, and this is a little weirder, but essentially it's I don't want to say it's the Saturday Night Live movies, but anything with and this it falls off, but your early David Spade, your early why can't I think of his fucking name now?
Chris Farley.
Not Chris Farley,
No?
Adam Sandler.
Oh,
the
okay.
early Adam Sandler and
yeah.
Chris Farley obviously,
Right.
but all of his movies because those were limited. Those
Right.
Don't have
You got your Tommy Boy. You got
you've got
your
Black Sheep.
Black
You've
Sheep.
got
Yep.
Joe Dirt, you've got Happy Gilmore, you've got Billy Madison, any of those from the Saturday Night Live era
Yeah.
of comedic actors.
And to throw in a lot of the National Lampoon stuff too. Like I know that's a different like I need to watch it's been fuck almost 15 years since I've seen it, but I need to watch Van Wilder again.
That was a good one.
That movie is one of the greatest comedic masterpieces of our time. The writing in that is just so on it. Like Ryan Reynolds' character in that, just Van Wilder in that is phenomenal.
I'm going to throw Tropic Thunder in there as well.
Tropic Thunder is gold.
Yeah. I know there's a lot of people that just either hate it or love it.
I understand why people take issue with it.
But I feel like those people are taking it too seriously.
Exactly. And that's like my argument for that is the movie was very self-aware about it.
Oh, 100%. It's the Spinal Tap of basically making fun of everything that's in Hollywood.
Oh, yeah. The hardcore method actor who goes under, like, that, like, Robert Downey Jr. fucking killed that role. He 100% deserved the Oscar he got for that.
Yeah. Which is, I love it.
What do you mean, you people? What do you mean, you people? Like that type of shit. It was that level of self-awareness that
and the breakdown of his character too, and he's like, "Am I just this guy, or am I Father O'Malley?" And it's just like going through his characters, and as he's like devolving.
Right. Well, and then there's the moment he has with Ben Stiller's character. He's like, "You don't even know who the fuck you are. I know exactly who I am. I'm the dude who's playing the dude disguised as another dude."
Yeah. Such a great movie.
Fucking killed it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. Man. And fucking Tom Cruise in that movie too.
Which I didn't even realize it was Tom Cruise until like somebody actually had to point it out, and I was like, holy shit, that is Tom Cruise.
The whole fucking tirade he has when he's yelling at the Viet Cong. He's like, I want you to take a step back and literally fuck your own face. Just yelling into the phone.
Yep.
Absolute just
Which is why I wasn't surprised at how he could yell at people on set.
Right?
You know? I mean, that was, if anything, he was reserved when he was going off on people when they were filming Mission Impossible. So,
but like everyone in that film just just nailed their parts, and the writing was so on point, and like Jack, like those four actors just played off, or four or five. Robert Downey Jr., Jack Black, Ben Stiller, Jay Baruchel, and
what's his name? I can't think of his name. There's five.
Okay,
the guy who was, the one who I can't ever remember his damn name.
I'm just trying not to say it. Tropic Thunder.
But yeah, the only guy who was basically using any rationale for this whole thing.
Right.
And then you had so you had the one rational guy, and then all the other.
Brandon T. Jackson, that's who it was.
It's really good.
But yeah, everybody just came out, showed up for that movie. Another good one, Dodgeball.
Oh yeah. And that's another one where people either hate it,
right,
or just absolutely love it. And for me, it's like, how could you not?
Like another hyper controversial one that I absolutely love is This Is the End.
Oh yeah,
where they're all playing caricatures of themselves. Like I have people who hate. Like I watched that movie with people who hate all of those actors, and they loved that movie.
Yeah, because they're all just playing themselves.
They were all just playing caricatures of themselves. It was all super self-aware. All of the fucking Michael Cera bits. That was all his idea, too.
Was it really?
All of that stuff was his idea. He's like, let me just fucking go off. And Rogan and Franco were like, okay, all right, fine. Like, you do whatever. Yeah. He's like, hey, Rihanna, get over here. Wham!
I mean... And this is coming from somebody who really just doesn't like Seth Rogen. And that was a fan. I even enjoyed that movie. So, although I do like Seth Rogen as a person. Have you seen his tweets?
Oh my god, the way he's absolutely destroying Ted Cruz lately. Yeah, please.
Yeah, yeah. Which is just look, regardless of your political spectrum or whatever, the fact that a sitting U.S. senator decided that during over 3 million people without power
Yeah.
in a severe winter storm, going to Cancun and then blaming his wife and kids like that
Oh
doesn't
no.
sit
Oh no, no, no,
for
no.
anybody.
Even better is, and this is pushing into no territory, but it's actually a little ironic. So, little hidden Easter egg in the Cruz stories, his mask has a cannon and the words "Come and take it," like the flags Texas flew during their revolution against Mexico that he wore on a flight to Cancun.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, and you see the tweets or not the tweets, the text messages?
I didn't see any of that, but
Oh
oof.
yeah, so the New York Times got a hold of text messages that were sent in like a group chat for their neighborhood or something like that. That his
Right.
wife was like, "Planning of we're getting out of here, guys, because it's too cold." And they were like talking about Cancun and how much the rooms are down there and all this other stuff. And apparently they left their dog.
What the fuck?
So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how people can defend that guy. I mean, he constantly looks like he's about to break down and cry. It's just facial expression. He just looks like he's on the verge of tears every time you talk to him. Uh, yeah, that's no territory. But
Yeah,
you
we're getting into the no words there.
but show up to politiceel talk after this, and we'll go farther in depth. Is Ted Cruz really a lizard person? Possibly he was trying to fly to a warmer climate, so we can run with that.
Right.
I bet he lays eggs, son of a bitch.
I mean, he's just a garbage person in general.
Yeah. So what's your number 2 and 1? Did we go over your number 2 and 1
See,
yet?
and that's the thing is like,
And
given
it's just so
the
many
criteria
movies.
you've got, we'd be pushing into like just my favorite movies, and I was like, but we're saving that
Yeah.
for another show.
Oh, that's true. Okay, then yeah, let's not do that then.
Like, because
We do have
that's
that
where
list
that's
at
where I'd
some
have to
point.
go, is because I don't movie in the background. I'm weird like that.
That's fine. It's totally understandable.
So like just limiting it to the MCU in general. There's 3 movies in there. Like Guardians of the Galaxy I can probably throw on and not give a shit about.
It's a great movie.
Thor
It's a
Ragnarok's
solid
good bantery, so I can kind of have that as background noise probably.
That's still one of my favorite scenes is when he gets back and Loki's chilling there and he looks like, oh shit, and they had freaking what's his face, whose name is totally flopping in my head right now.
Oh yeah, they had
Who's the actor?
Anthony Hopkins.
Why? Yes, Anthony Hopkins just looking over and going, oh shit, is just probably one of
Right?
the greatest things.
Because Anthony Hopkins is an amazing actor.
Yeah, and you just have him there. Oh man.
See, I'm
It's
excited.
just
I'm excited for
surprised
the
him.
Loki TV show once that comes out.
Yeah, that looks like it's gonna be wild.
That'll be interesting. Because they're straight up having Loki be DB fucking Cooper,
Yeah. Which is just fucking funny.
right?
Yeah, what else am I looking forward? I don't know. Like Disney, as far as Disney's concerned, they've got a new episode or movie basically every Friday.
They have
for
500.
the rest of this
they
year.
have 500 movies slated to come out by the end of the year.
Yeah, it's
500 titles because they're adding Disney Plus Star, which they're testing in the foreign markets, but I guess it's like less family friendly centered content.
Oh, really?
So
Disney's gonna start shooting pornos.
Like, and that's why I was like, I don't want to say it's adult content, but it's
No, but
It's-
that'd be hilarious. Could you imagine that
Right?
pivot? Like, hey, you know how much money this company makes? Why don't we just pivot over here for a little bit?
right. Well, that's when you.
I mean,
We've
already got the D in our name. All right, we
that's
can
where you
work
get,
with that.
that's where you get Disney Plus Nights.
Yeah, Disney.
Disney Plus nights, and they just release their vault of canon porn with
Or
all of
call
their
it like
characters.
Disney D plus, or
There you
plus
go.
D, something like that. We need to work at Disney. Like we could
Dis,
market
di,
this.
or you just call it Disney equals 8,
Disney equals. Yes.
or 8
We
8
know,
equals 8 equals Disney.
yeah, a few more equals in there. Yeah, equals Disney.
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't think he was that well endowed.
I don't know. Yeah. Disney, get on that. Like we're throwing out
I know, right?
brilliant
We're
ideas. I
fucking.
don't know. I don't know why they're not.
I love the like talks that cartoon Disney cartoon writers get, and they're like they pull you into a room at the when they pitch a show and they approve it. Like one of the first things they do is they pull you into a room and they go, people will make porn of this. Like
That's true.
there's an accounting of someone who talked to the creator of Kim Possible
Oh
or a
God.
couple other shows, and it's like people will make porn of this.
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest. That's anything
Oh yeah,
nowadays. It's not even exclusive to Disney anymore.
Steven Universe, Rick and like, I used to Rule 34, man. People take it
It's
seriously.
it is out. There's probably one of this, like this specific fucking
I
water bottle. There's probably
there is
something there.
porn of characters on your shirt. There is porn of characters on my shirt.
That's so
Nothing
true.
is sacred.
I love Space Jam. I'm conflicted about the remake of Space Jam
Well,
or a
that's the thing. It's
sequel,
not a
whatever
remake.
they're
It's a
going with it.
sequel. And I
Yeah,
mean, they are. First, I was
I
iffy
don't know,
about LeBron James. Then I was like, no, LeBron James is the modern
dude.
Michael Jackson.
Hey, you want a good movie with LeBron James? Check out Trainwreck, dude. Check out Trainwreck. It's on my server. It's got.
But Amy
Did you
Schumer's
have?
in it.
No, I know.
But
I know
Amy,
she's in
but
it.
Amy Schumer's in it, and
Hey,
Bill Hader's not a
hey,
cartoon character.
no, but Bill Hader is also fantastic in it.
But
No, I trust me
is
on
that
this
one of
one.
those movies that's funny in spite of Amy Schumer?
Yes, it is because the writing was fantastic. That is why, in spite of Amy Schumer, that movie is fantastic. Look, I am not an Amy Schumer fan by any stretch of the imagination, but it is a fantastic movie, and LeBron James fucking kills it in that movie because he's in that movie and he
Right.
plays Bill. He plays Bill. He's like really good friends with Bill Hader, who's a sports doctor, and he's just like the whole time he's just like, "You gotta get your son." Get this relationship. This is all you like. He's this
Like I've seen
motivational friend.
I've seen a clip from that, and it's the bit where she's on a date with John Cena,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and he's all doing his like super homoerotic whatever, and it was just like the way it went was like John Cena would build up this funny moment and this funny thing, and then Amy Schumer would open her fucking mouth.
Try it out. Try it out. Try out the whole thing. Because like, look, the
Amy
John Cena
Schumer's in
shit.
it.
That's like the first maybe 10 minutes of the movie.
But
After
Amy
that,
Schumer's in it.
I know. And
I
look,
hate
I'm not a
her
big.
so much.
I don't like her
She
either.
is a
But that movie's
garbage person.
I don't like her either, man.
Fucking A. Like I'm like I
Like
I'm
if you don't,
it's one of those like even if I'm not paying for it, I don't want to give it the view because it's giving that person my time.
don't think
Which
about it.
it's
Like
that
you're,
like it's even that sort of thing why I'm torn on watching the Monster Hunter movie because some fucked up shit happened on that set.
oh really?
A stuntman died in that movie. And
Oh,
the director
well,
was just like, "Oh well, bummer."
that's notorious though for anything that he likes to do. So that's not the first time he's had stunt people like die or have issues.
Isn't it?
If I remember right, he's filmed other stuff where stunt people have like had severe injuries and shit.
Hmm. See, now a movie I'm stoked for. And I'm not generally a fan of this franchise, but the new Mortal Kombat movie looks
Oh yes,
fucking incredible.
I so I um yes,
Just by the trailer, I was like,
yeah.
okay, Mortal Kombat trailer, cool. I see it's a Red Banner trailer. I'm like, all right, it's gonna get dope in here. And the point where fucking Sub-Zero's fighting Scorpion
Oh yeah.
and he
Uh
punches a stream of blood out of Scorpion,
turns it into yeah.
turns it into a knife, and then stabs him with it. How
Yeah.
fucking metal is that?
So I just sent you easily one of the best creations I think I've ever witnessed on YouTube. Uh called Mortal Kombat Rebirth. And it came out over 10 years ago now, I believe. And essentially it is realistically what I would love to see because they put a very not so much supernatural turn on stuff. It's more or less like, hey, these people, like, for instance, Reptile was born with a condition that made
Right.
his skin all scaly and
Yeah, yeah,
shit.
yeah.
And he wasn't supposed to live. And now he's like 35 and he's like turned into a fucking serial killer
Hmm.
type shit. So,
I think I've seen that, but it was one of those, like, I was at an event, like I was just hanging out with friends, and suddenly someone was like, "Oh, hey, we're gonna watch this now," with no consensus of the room.
context or anything.
Well, it
Oh,
was
yeah,
like with
yeah.
no consensus of the room, and he started like in the middle of the series.
Oh, no, this isn't even a
Oh,
series,
it's just a
dude.
one-off thing. Okay,
It's
because
it's
there
a
was like a
one and
whole
done.
like long ass series on YouTube
Oh, there
centered
was.
around Mortal Kombat.
That was something else completely.
Okay.
I think it was Legacy that was. This though was a one-off that was back done in oh yeah, it's been 10 years. 2011. Um and yeah, it's fantastic because they got, actors in there to do
Right.
stuff and it was just I don't know. I wish they would have gone this route, but to be fair, I am stoked for Mortal Kombat. So
It looks
I'm
just oh so good, so well. It
yeah,
I mm.
yeah, I'm definitely excited for it. But yeah, the whole Scorpion and Sub-Zero thing. Oh my god, so good, so good. What else is coming out? I feel like there's more stuff coming out.
Like
Monster
and
Hunter.
even the scene with like at the beginning of the trailer where Jax has the shotgun and he fires it and Sub-Zero freezes it and you
Oh
just see the
yeah,
pellets. That was so cool. Like
that was
that set the tone and you just go, "Oh."
oh yeah,
And then Jax doesn't have and then Jax suddenly doesn't have arms anymore.
yeah. I think the only thing I was a little bummed about
I think they're going to bring
was
in fatalities.
oh 100%, dude. The blood knife is, I believe, a fatality in one of the Mortal Kombat's.
Because I mean, they even have the finish him bit.
Yeah, I mean you can't not have fatalities.
If
In
you're
a
gonna
Mortal
do it
Kombat
right,
movie.
no, you can't.
I think the only thing I was disappointed was the fact that the Mortal Kombat song, like theme song, wasn't in there.
Yeah, it was.
It was.
Oh yeah, it was in
I
there.
didn't hear it.
They changed it, but it's there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Why would they change it though?
they made it fit. They
Mm.
made it fit the tone they were trying to set.
Oh, less arcadey, more.
Less arcadey, more cinematic, and it
Yeah,
worked. That's like that's what I mean is the fact that you didn't notice it was there means they did it right.
that's true.
But
So now I'm
it's
rewatching it to
it's
see if I
slowed
can find it.
it's slowed down and it's toward the end.
Okay. And thank God they made Kano Australian again. Like, that has
Right?
not changed since they initially brought that character to life.
See, and I never got into Mortal Kombat as a kid, so I don't.
Oh, yeah. He's been so they liked him so much that's why he's Australian in the game. Was because of the movie. The actor they got was
Oh, the like
Australian
old
and
'90s movie.
yeah, he killed it. He killed it so well that they were like, okay, he's Australian now. Kano is now just
This is
Australian.
canon.
Yeah.
So I think it was during the end, like It's right around like 2.
Oh
13.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's way
Yeah.
slowed down,
Now
but
I
they
hear
made
it.
it work.
Yeah. Now I'm hearing it. I was.
It's not the super fast paced, but it's there.
They did actually show quite a few fatalities there when he says finish him.
Yeah. Which means those aren't like the big ones. Those aren't the big fights that people want to see.
I fucking love Kano though. Kano wins.
He's just holding a heart.
Yeah. God.
But
damn.
yeah, Juliana, a year or so ago, got her old Sega back from her parents.
Yeah.
She has Mortal Kombat 2.
Oh, nice. That was a good one. That was a really good one.
First time Mortal Kombat ever popped up on my radar was Mortal Kombat 64. But again, I never played it because it's too violent and my parents wouldn't let me.
So mine was for the Super Nintendo, was Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
So that was...
Mortal Kombat is the reason for the ESRB.
Yeah, that is accurate. God, those were such innovative games.
Right?
Dude, it's still... The funny thing is, it's still one of the best games for just gruesome shit.
Oh, yeah.
They have nailed that so well at this point that it's just...
Even in the new games. Just
yeah.
Like, the fatalities are brutal.
Yeah, they're absolutely brutal. And I love it. I love it. Ah, man. What?
I have no idea what you just said.
I missed it.
What did you say, dear?
Feels
So
bad, man.
There's a particular level in there that you're on a bridge and fighting. And so if you fatality...
Yeah, they go off the bridge into spikes.
Over the side of the bridge, and it shows you falling all the way down. And it's a very, very far away.
Yeah, that's a good one. I remember that.
Spikes on the ceiling of a particular room as well.
Yep. Yeah, that was another thing. They introduced like level breaks essentially, where you could break into different zones of the level. That's what.
Like level breaks and like the interacting with the environment.
Oh yes, that's
in the fight arena.
Here's something since we're on video games now. Did you see the BlizzCon start?
Nope.
Yesterday?
Nope.
So these are their BlizzCon live.
Don't give a shit about Blizzard.
Whatever.
I don't care.
But Diablo 2, dude, they're remastering Diablo 2.
Whoa.
It actually looks really good. I'm excited for it.
Okay.
But I like Diablo.
Blizzard can go fuck itself.
I know you hate Blizzard.
They won't. Or my playtime.
I like Diablo, man.
As soon as I found out that companies don't measure success with money, they measure it with your time. I started actually paying attention to where I'm spending my time. So like Netflix doesn't consider its biggest competitor Hulu or any of the other streaming services. It considers its biggest competitor Fortnite. Because people are spending more time playing Fortnite than they are watching Netflix.
Yeah, but wouldn't that say something about the content on Netflix?
Oh, absolutely. No, that's just an example. But
yeah,
like Netflix is hot garbage too.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't even know what they honestly have anymore.
Nothing good. It's basically all their own stuff and a few other things. I don't even look at their content list anymore because I just don't care.
Yeah, I don't see anything Netflix unless it pops up as a hey, this new release on Netflix type thing. I'm like, oh, does that look good or bad? And if it looks good, then it's like, all right, I'll give it a try.
So
and if it looks bad, to pass.
I know I brought him up last week after the show off camera, but fucking
Jay
Schlatt.
Yeah.
That man.
In fact, I'm going to watch that again.
Is a comedic mastermind. Like, just... So, are you familiar with the show Love or Host?
Yeah.
And you know how it works?
Yeah.
Okay, so for those at home who don't know how it works, basically it's a dating show where there's the host, there's a like main guest, and then 10 other people who are trying to get a date with that main guest. But before
Yep.
the show, they all pick whether they actually want to date that person or if they just want all the views from that show.
Yeah.
And if they win and chose host, the stream that they're on would then host their stream and get all the views. And if the main guest chooses somebody and that person chooses love, the main guest gets the host. But like I watched several compilations of Jay Schlatt fucking with Minx. And like there's one where Minx is the main guest and Schlatt's there. Schlatt very obviously doesn't want to be there and is very transparent about the fact that he's like, I chose host. I don't care. I'm literally here to fuck with you. And he fucking wins.
That's awesome. What a hero.
Like, oh my god, what a Chad. And I was just like watching some of his content and I found out how old he is.
Yeah? How old is he? I don't actually
He's
know.
19. He was born the day before 9/11, September 10th, 2001.
Nice. So it's almost like his coming is what caused 9/11.
Right?
I'm going to write that down. That'll be for political talk. Jay Schlatt caused 9/11.
And he's a New Yorker, so he's like, yeah, no, I was born the day before the great tragedy.
I mean, this speaks even more volumes. I didn't know he was from New York either. So there we go.
You couldn't tell him? Have you heard him speak?
I have.
The man is
probably wasn't paying
the
attention.
man bleeds Brooklyn.
All right. Born day before.
Never mind the fact that he's always wearing a Yankees hat.
Probably
Always
Flew.
wearing a Yankees hat.
one of the planes. All right.
The world has literally never been the same since Jay Schlatt was born.
That is accurate. So he's from New York. He was born the day before. He probably flew one of the planes.
I mean, wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah. Wouldn't put it past him. That is a direct exact quote.
Let's see what other just nutso shit
Right.
has he done. But like his whole like reason for not streaming anymore, he's like, I felt pigeonholed, I stopped. I didn't like it,
Yeah.
so I
Shit,
stopped
I
doing
wish
I-
I could
it. Right?
live my life that way.
I became a Minecraft streamer, and I didn't want to do that. I was tired of playing Minecraft, but people only wanted to watch Minecraft, so I just went YouTube full time. And
Yeah.
it's so funny. Every time he goes on Lover Host, his Twitch isn't active, so he gets the biggest offline hosts.
Great. Dude, speaking of Minecraft, or just mentioning it, have you checked out Valheim at all?
No, I haven't. I've heard of it,
Dude,
but
fucking wild, man. It's not like they do anything new or different, but what they're doing is really good. Which is just, considering they're a dev team of 5. And they've already sold, I think, over 3 million copies now in 2 weeks on Steam. And it's just, I don't know, it's just good. I don't know how to describe it. For $20, it feels like a steal.
huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've still
It's
been
very-
going hard. I've still been going hard on Minecraft.
Oh, I don't doubt it. I just brought that up because I wasn't sure if you'd watched anything on it.
Like-
And it's just good. I don't know.
Yeah, it hasn't popped up in my feed at all. But yeah, last
Dude.
night my friend and I we went into the Nether and we just grinded for some fucking ancient debris to get some netherite.
Good old grinding.
Oh yeah.
Good old grinding. Yeah. I would say check out Valheim. At least watch some videos. See how it feels. But I've only played for a few hours because I have a lot of games on my fucking list of shit to play.
Of course.
And it's it's just really good. I don't know how to put it. It's just like there's bosses to go kill. Like there's just the survival aspect.
Hmm.
It's a procedurally generated world, and you're basically start on an island. You can go to other islands. You can connect those islands with portals, so that you can just build bases wherever you want, and just kind of portal back and forth.
Interesting.
The logging system's fantastic because if you chop down a tree, it's gonna fall, and if you're not fucking careful, it will kill you.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, or if you get it right and you have it hit other trees, it will then fell those trees too. So you don't even have to waste stamina cutting those down.
That's cool.
Yeah, and it's just there's so many systems that they just did right that a lot of other games just suck at, and it's just kind of like, huh. So this is what it's like to have a survival build Minecraft-esque world that just does things good, really good.
So in the world I started with Juliana,
Oh yeah, how's that going?
she's been playing Minecraft this whole time.
Oh shit, really, Jam?
Yeah. Oh, she's back there. She's going to town. Like I set her to a task, and I was just like, hey, let's like raise this little mini island, and we'll start building our actual like house. Like we talked about building a tower, so we're gonna like do that.
Yeah.
But I built a villager farm, and I kind of feel like a war criminal. I'm sending you a picture.
Do you have them chained up and stuff?
No, they're just in a hole.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good Lord.
It's a little upsetting.
What are they doing?
So the way the farm works is you have two villagers up top on either side in these farms. And one's a farmer, so he's constantly gathering crops. And you have another villager in there with him that doesn't have a job. And because you have a villager that doesn't have a job, the villager with the job, the farmer, will constantly feed the villager without a job. Well, once they're both well fed, they go, hey, let's make a baby. So they make a baby. And then every day, every in-game day, baby villagers have playtime where they go and seek out nearby baby villagers and play with them. Well, you create a pit in the middle of the two things that only babies can get into. And they fall down into the hole, and then they become full-grown villagers.
Wow.
And then you host a POW camp.
That's honestly what it looks like.
Right?
It looks like it would be a...
Oh, no, like, I thought the trading hub in Farmageddon was bad. This is a war crime.
Dude. It really is.
I go by, and it's just constant... constant.
That is impressive.
Like, I actively circumvent it whenever I'm navigating the island just so I don't have to hear it. Because it's a bummer.
That's how you know you've done something right. When you don't want to be around it because it makes you feel away.
And, well, I mean, I have an end goal. I am gonna...
Do you?
Yes. I am going to set up a trading hub with all different kinds of, like, trading hub and golem or an iron farm. Like, I have the structure built. I just need to get the rails to make it go. Okay. And there's a...
You also already have, like, 2 golems there.
That's... Okay, I can't do much with that. She's reminding me that like that what I sent you spawned 2 golems that just hang out. Nice. It's great for like any spare hostile mobs that come in.
Yeah. All right. So let me put. I just pulled this up on Steam because I wanted to see numbers. So they are over 3 million copies sold. It released February 2nd.
Jesus.
So yeah, 67 over 67,000 reviews. 96% positive.
So it's overwhelmingly positive.
Overwhelmingly positive. Like and it's early access. That's the funny thing.
Apparently, like, there was a game released on Steam that was just called Mostly Positive.
Oh yeah, that got banned.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw that.
So also, no, this is something we need to talk about. Apparently, Deep Fucking Value's being sued.
Oh yeah, he's being sued.
It's just like he's okay. Like he's being sued for knowing what he's doing.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yep.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah, there's
They're
no,
like, oh, he's manipulating the market. Okay, that's what you guys do.
yeah, there's no rhyme or reason. It's
He's
just
not
that
doing anything exceptional.
he's not part of a hedge fund, so
Yeah.
they're like, okay, we can go after him.
Right?
That's the only reason he's getting sued.
No, that's exactly it.
And if it actually goes to court, I hope it just gets thrown out because
I fully expect it to not actually go anywhere because
I don't know.
Their argument is just going to be this is no different than what hedge fund managers do.
Yeah, but at the same time, I feel like it just when you've got this much money influencing, part of me is like, yeah, for some reason I think he's gonna actually lose. So they can be like, oh look at this guy. He can't, this is basically, here's the thing.
There's the system stacked against him aspect of it, which is very likely the case.
I mean, the problem is if they don't get anything from him in any kind of, I guess, restitution or whatever, it basically, I think the hedge funds won't let that happen because then they're showing, oh look, a retail trader, a non-big money venture capitalist, they're now allowed to make money. Which obviously they don't want people to think that they can just make money and not have to go through them.
Right.
So,
and their argument is that like he deceived people by acting like he wasn't a licensed trader. But it's like
really.
No.
I mean,
he was like, "Hey, I'm holding GameStop on Wall Street Bets." He didn't tell it's not like he was telling people to buy it. He's just this is what I'm. He's informing others of what he's doing.
And that's a disclaimer every time you go to Wall Street Bets. This is not financial advice. This is what I'm doing, and I'm going to show you. Like, look at what I'm doing. This might be cool, or I'm going to lose tons of money. Haha, we'll see. That's why it's called Wall Street Bets. Yeah. And not Wall Street economics or Wall Street fucking whatever.
Wall Street advice.
Yeah, or Wall Street 101. I don't know.
Right? It's Wall Street bets. It's people placing bets and talking about it.
Yeah,
I placed this bet, you fucking idiot. That was what he got when he did that.
That's what he got. Everybody was like, you're dumb.
And then it
retarded?
Fucking exploded. And the day the day they announced he got sued, he bought 50,000 more shares.
Yeah, they even asked him, "Are you going to buy more shares?" And he's like, "Yeah, I am.
I like the stock. I like the stock.
I like the stock." Like, that's the funniest thing is the fact that they flat out asked him, "Are you going to buy more shares?" And he's like, "Yeah, I am," and he did. Like, it was no bullshit. I mean, here's the thing: at this point, this guy, whether he wins or loses, he wins either way.
Oh yeah,
because even if he loses, he's still, I would say, a pioneer. Realistically, I mean, he's little retail trader going up against big capital.
And that was exactly what happened. Is he showed people what to look for in a fucked up system. Because I didn't know what shorting a stock was before all this happened.
Shit, I still don't know what fucking shorting a stock is at this point. Well, I mean, I get it, but it's just, just the fact that it's just there's so much shit involved with stocks in general beyond just shorting stocks. It's just it's almost like what is it in reference to? I mean, realistically, here's how I look at day trading as a whole. If you're just Joe Schmo working your 40 hours a week, whatever, I look at it as you've got your hedge fund guys that went to school. They're basically the lawyers of it. They did 8 years so they could practice trading. And then you got us who are basically like cops who are like, yeah, read some shit online. I think I can day trade now. Right. It's that's what it is. Realistically, it's like we have no business realistically knowing what's going on because they've made it so difficult.
Yeah.
But here we are trying to figure it out as we go. Although, we're not shooting anybody in the process. So there's a little bit of a difference.
Right.
But yeah, no, shorting stocks is I mean, Why that's not criminal is beyond me. I don't
Right.
understand why it's not criminal.
That's literally manipulating the market.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
mean,
gets me. Is they're like they're charging deep fucking value for being a licensed. They're suing him for being a licensed securities professional and manipulating the market. But that's what hedge fund managers do all the
daily.
time.
Yeah.
So what's the like? That's where the disconnect is coming from me. What's the fucking problem?
Oh yeah. Well, there's a video of Jim Cramer from an interview he did years ago where he basically in like the first 5 minutes talks about all the illicit shit that he did while trading. He's like, if I cover loss, if I need to cover losses here, I'll go for shorts. Bap, bap, my longs didn't pay off. We'll go for short. And he's just like, and that's how I'll manipulate the market. That's literally words out of his mouth.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, you just said manipulate and market in the same fucking sentence right next to each other. Why aren't you in fucking jail? Like, I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, the SEC either needs to be completely reworked so it actually has teeth to go after these fucking companies,
right?
Or it just needs to go away because they don't do anything.
Yeah.
They just you're making billions. We'll turn the other way. You made $100,000. Well, we're gonna come down on your ass, like and it's just like, why are you here? You're not doing anything for the good.
Yeah.
Ugh, it's ridiculous. Stupid stock market.
And then there's my whole. I forgot that I had a whole rant about Google being hot garbage when it comes to YouTube.
What did it do to you?
They used to have this really, really, really helpful functionality where you could auto add videos to a playlist.
Yes.
You could say a video with this title goes in this playlist.
Okay.
And that just happens.
Okay.
You can't do that anymore.
What?
You can't do that.
Why
you
would,
just can't.
Why
they have
would
a whole page.
away
They
that
have a whole page about it that
functionality?
literally just says you can't do that anymore.
Why? Was there any reason?
Nobody uses this functionality.
There's probably a fucking million people that use that functionality.
Well, not anymore because it doesn't exist.
Well, yeah, I mean, now you're fucked, but
so you have to you have to manually add videos to playlists.
It's really dumb.
They literally just said, "Hey, don't make videos that need to be in a playlist. Don't make playlists."
All right, cool, done. Thanks.
Right?
Wow, solid work, Google.
Right?
But it's always a
now
reminder
there's the whole shorts exploit. Which did you watch that video I sent you?
Oh, I didn't watch that video you sent me.
So basically, shorts have their own completely separate algorithm. YouTube Shorts, it has its own completely separate algorithm. And there are people who are creating shorts channels that are getting more watch time than PewDiePie.
What?
Yeah.
Huh.
And they're getting more watch time and more views than PewDiePie.
Interesting.
Because they're putting out regular content, short content that just shows up. Like, have you ever been just browsing YouTube and you just see like a portrait style video just kind of there?
Nope.
No?
I don't use YouTube that much though. Okay. So for me, if
you go to YouTube on your phone, you'll see it.
Oh.
If you just go to your YouTube homepage on your phone, it'll show up.
Interesting.
That's the shorts shelf. And it's literally you click on, like, you select a video and then all you have to do is swipe up to see the next one. And you can just go and go and go. It jacks up watch time, so you're having complete watched videos. It jacks up views because it's super easy to get views. But there are people who went from 0 subscribers to 500,000 in less than 6 months.
Damn.
The features only existed since September.
Dude, that's fucking wild.
Right?
So our podcast should be like, what, 2 minutes long? A minute long?
Well, I was
should we do minute long incremental podcasts?
Well, I was thinking like do like a highlight moment.
Oh, yeah.
And post that as a short.
Be smart. Do we have highlights? Are there any
I can make
aspects
them.
of this? Like,
We have
I'm sure
moments. Like I could
we have
very
moments.
easily like clip the me laughing hysterically at Daniel telling the gold coin story.
That was a good one.
That was
Just make a bunch of angry highlights of me.
oh yeah,
That's
like
all
shit,
you really
shit
need.
like that.
Yeah, like just like how I just
And
went
they're
off on
like
the
if you
securities
like
exchange.
the video I posted explains is like if you do mixed content, it's not
Yeah,
as effective as if you only did shorts.
interesting. That's really weird. I'll never. I honestly, I'll never understand YouTube. I don't. And it's funny to say, considering the podcast is up on YouTube,
Right.
but I don't deal with that. I let you deal with that
Right.
because you know more about YouTube than me. I'm just like, I don't know. There's videos on there. I watch them.
I'm the one who pays for YouTube.
Yeah, I'm like, I would never pay for YouTube. I don't understand.
Like there's
Like I don't like you said PewDiePie. I still don't understand the allure of PewDiePie.
I can't stand him. I hate him.
I don't understand why people like him. But yeah,
I can't stand the guy. I don't.
that's good because I can't figure it out.
Like
So
during that whole fucking PewDiePie versus whatever that there was like a whole like subscribe to PewDiePie phase for like a year and a half thing.
Yeah, the whole fight with somebody else or some shit.
Yeah, I don't even remember who it was, but yeah, no, I still have it. Like it was someone who was just having this meteoric rise that was reaching the point where PewDiePie wouldn't be the channel with the most subscribers anymore.
Yeah, I remember that
So
whole
everyone's
fight.
like, oh,
That was
subscribe
stupid.
to PewDiePie. I have never subscribed to PewDiePie.
Yeah, I don't know. I never got it. The people were like, "Oh, PewDiePie," and I'm like, "Okay,
I watched
he's not
his.
really funny."
He had his
I don't get it.
like YouTube Red show that was like the Scare PewDiePie show. It was all right. It was enjoyable. But
Yeah, I didn't even know he had a show.
well, he had a second season, and then he had his whole one of his many controversies, and YouTube was
Controversies.
yeah, YouTube dropped him like a fucking bad habit.
Huh? What kind of controversies?
I don't
Was it
remember.
Was it racist rants or something?
He's
People and they did Nazi things.
yeah. Oh, that was right. He paid people on Fiverr to like do Nazi-ish things.
That's good.
Right?
Why does he have a brand then? Shouldn't he have been canceled by now?
Right. Why does he have over 150 million subscribers on YouTube?
I couldn't even imagine. God, I can't wait till we hit those numbers.
Right.
Remember, hit that bell icon. Like, subscribe, comment,
Oh
whatever.
yeah, we got to say the words now. I guess
We
should.
do?
I mean, we should.
Oh, wait, is that go into the algorithm? Or?
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah.
Give us your money. Send us money.
We have to
Let's
encourage. We have to encourage people to do it, so it happens, and we get the click-throughs, and we get the engagement.
Fuck you! Don't subscribe. I hate you. Go away. There we go.
Don't listen.
I'm doing it.
Don't listen to
That's
Kevin.
what...
Kevin's a liar. He's a bad. Kevin's a bad man. It's opposite day.
It's opposite day. It is opposite day. Subscribe. Oh wait, no, don't subscribe. It's opposite day, which means you gotta subscribe. Man.
Don't you dare hit that bell. I guess people were threatening to cancel Philip DeFranco.
Why?
Because his intro became, like he was saying something. He was like, make sure you hit that like button, or I will literally punch you in the throat. And people are like, he's threatening violence. He shouldn't have a platform. And he's like, you know what? That's on me. Like he's just straight up. He's like, at the end of the day, I'm making the conscious decision to say that. It's obviously upsetting people. I should stop.
I would have just told people to go fuck themselves even harder.
Oh, he did. He's like, that's fucking stupid.
Okay.
He's like, it's fucking stupid that people are upset about that. But at the end of the day, I'm making the conscious decision to say that. So I am now making the conscious decision to not.
See, this is what I like. because there's some people that pigeonhole themselves into
Right.
the only way they make money is by making content. So they
Uh-huh.
have to they have to flirt that line. But for you and me, we can just be fucking renegades because we both have fucking jobs out. So this
Right.
is extra time for us.
This
This
is
isn't necessary.
this is bonus
I can tell you to
content.
go fuck yourself 9 ways to Sunday. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, I could explicitly tell you, like, whatever. I don't care. I could cancel myself. I mean, as long as it doesn't get back to my place of work, I generally don't care.
Which we don't say.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, to degrees. But it's just, that's why I love that we're not banking on this. This isn't our bankroll.
Oh my god,
You know.
I'm dead.
No,
We're
doing this because we think it's fun.
Yeah. Still, for some reason, I think it's fun.
We
Still.
made it this far.
Yeah. How many episodes are we in now?
This is
25. It's 25. Wow. A quarter of a way to, I almost said a million. Jesus Christ. A quarter
Get a
of a
little
way to
ambitious
100. Yeah,
A little
way too
ambitious
ambitious. Jeez, oh my god. Could you imagine 250,000 episodes?
Jesus.
We'd be fucking talking heads in jars like Futurama at
Right?
that point.
Shit.
Oh, that's funny. That's wow, 25. It really doesn't feel like 25.
It really
either.
doesn't.
Yeah. That's crazy. I think we even skipped a week too. That's the
We
funny
skipped
thing.
a couple weeks.
Did we?
Or like upload. I think we missed
Yeah.
one.
I think we missed a week. And I can't remember. I would have say we were like just sick or tired or
But we started back in August. Like we've had a couple weeks where we just didn't record.
Oh yeah.
Which is
No,
why now
that's
we're behind,
that's normal
but-
though. That's
Yeah.
normal though. I mean, podcast spoiler alert. I think we've had this spoiler. It's not a spoiler. Fuck off.
It's not like we're holding a veil up.
Yeah, it's not. There's no confusion here. Most professional podcasts
most professional podcast award.
have buffer episodes or extra episodes they can throw out if
Right.
they need to. So yeah, I don't even know. Nobody watches. Why am I explaining this to you, people? I don't understand. This is
the one
these
that
are
goes
the
viral.
highlights.
This is the one that goes viral.
Yeah, this is the one that goes viral. Maybe this goes off on rant to nobody. Which actually, I was thinking the title of this episode.
The biggest issue with shorts is you have to keep it under a minute.
Oh, that's easy. Oh well, shit. I rant for days.
So like
Fuck.
this is you we're talking about. Half an episode is a rant.
That's true. I feel like we should have a special half-hour segment dedicated to every one where it's just me. Just give me a topic and I'll find something I hate about it.
Kevin gets mad.
It's like starving children in Uganda. You know what? They could really just something stupid. Something bootstraps. All right. So
Right? It's like that fucking mayor in Texas.
Oh my god. Did he say that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh Jesus. Let's really just see. Oh my god.
Oh shit. Somebody.
That whole thing is just unreal.
What do you get when you guzzle down sweets?
Type 2 adult
It
onset
sucks, dude.
diabetes.
I feel bad for people that
Oh, I'm so glad I'm recording desktop audio. I forgot about that.
what?
I need
What-
to send you a thing.
Okay, good.
No.
God.
Copy link.
Yeah, I do feel bad for Texas.
I think you'll just get it.
Unreal.
Hopefully that. Okay. Just watch that. It's 6 seconds long.
Is that a short? No, what is that?
That's just. I think it's a
What
tick.
do you get when you guzzle down sweets?
Oh yeah. it was
Type 2
6
adult onset diabetes.
Wait, your audio cut out for a second there. What was that about?
Did it? It might have been because I was playing
Oh.
the video.
It's funny, we haven't had like any kind of crazy errors in a long time. So
I mean, there was the one last week where you cut out and I ended up laughing at myself for 30 seconds. If you watch the first 30, if you watch the first 30 seconds.
Oh, I
of
did.
last-
I
okay.
commented on that
Did you?
video.
Okay.
Yeah. I commented on that video.
I don't check that shit.
I don't remember what I commented because oh yeah, I fucked with my camera for that intro, everyone. You're welcome.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't have Where's my comments?
You know what? And I'm gonna like my own comment because I'm that kind of person.
Wow.
And I'm gonna reply that I liked my own comment.
Wow. Aren't you special? It says there's one comment, but it's not. Nope, there it is. I'm gonna love. So now it's just there.
Okay, I commented on my comment going, I liked my own comment because fuck you. All right.
Rude.
It is. Maybe I should just be that guy. I feel like I should just be that guy that just I don't know. I don't want to say go no filter because I'm sure. Well, no, because I'm not an asshole. Like, it's not like if I went no filter, be like, oh, we should, ship everybody who's not white off to Mexico or whatever. That's not me.
That's the thing. When you go no filter, like you're actually not
probably
terrible,
making a point,
right?
Yeah, I'm making a point, and it's like, oh god, he's making points. Got to cancel him. Fuck.
Right.
What are you going to do to me, America? Probably nothing. I don't know. I'd be the worst famous person, I think. If I was actually famous.
You'd be pretty garbage at it.
I would just, because it'd either be one of two things. I either do the Chappelle approach, where it's like people want to get pictures with me. It's like, all right, guys, look, I'll finish my meal, then I'll come stand out with you guys. Is that all right? Okay, cool. I'll either do that or I'll just be like the Daniel Radcliffe, where I wear the same fucking outfit for 2 weeks.
Right.
So it looks like, it's the same fucking picture. Either that
and
or
like it was specific. It was specifically while he was doing a Broadway show.
Yeah,
and it was while he was coming out. So he wanted them to leave him alone, but he was always wearing the same outfit, so they could never tell when it was because it's always the same outfit in the same place. You just can't tell.
Yep. It's brilliant. Or since I'm a natural introvert, I just wouldn't leave the fucking house.
Right.
It's like, what are you gonna do? Nothing. You'd be like, oh my god, he's an estranged agoraphobic. I'm like, no, I just fucking hate people. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
He's a strange agoraphobic. Nah, outside is just dumb.
Yeah. Fuck the outside world. It's like, I got money. I got millions of dollars. I don't need to leave the house. Fuck you. I pay everything.
Fuck you and your little dog too.
Yeah. God. Yeah, I don't know. I'd either be the greatest celebrity or the worst celebrity in terms of people would. I feel like there wouldn't be an in between. I just feel like you'd either like me or you'd hate me.
Sounds about right.
I definitely wouldn't pander though. There'd be no fucking pandering, that's for sure. Like look, you want to go see my movie? Go see my fucking movie. You don't? I don't care. Like I already made my money. Fuck you.
You want me to go on the Tonight Show? Why?
Yeah. Jimmy who? No thanks.
Press junket. Fuck that.
Yeah. I'd probably be the worst for interviews, that's for sure.
No, you'd be the best for interviews.
Or that's probably true. The only show I would do would probably be Conan, and he doesn't even have a fucking show anymore. So
he doesn't?
I don't think so.
No, he's still on the air.
I thought his show got canceled, or they just got rid of it.
News to me.
I don't know. Maybe I'm lying. Hold on. 2010 to present.
This is, Eddie Burback did a review of here's how all of the. Wait, what?
Yeah, Conan's ending in November of 2020. TBS announced that Conan will end in June of 2021, so that O'Brien can move to a weekly Untitled variety show on a fellow Warner Media property, HBO Max.
Huh.
Interesting. So, where he is expected to focus more on his podcast and travel shows with a relaxed production schedule. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like when he did the traveling, so that
he's
actually
moving
totally
on
cool
to his own thing now. He's growing up. But I actually Eddie Burback
growing up at how old is Conan now? Right. Fucking 57.
But Eddie Burback did a video about how all of the late night TV shows have handled the pandemic.
Yeah.
And the only one, at least he claimed, the only one who did it right was Conan.
I'm not surprised. I mean, do you remember the writer's strike? Like, he was still going. He was still paying his
Well,
people.
yeah, because he actually like gives a shit about
Because
his
he
writers.
actually, well, not just that, but like he also writes. Like he doesn't need people to write for him because he started out writing.
Yeah.
So for him, it's like, oh,
I'm still mad at the whole fucking Jay Leno bullshit.
Oh yeah,
When he
Jay
got
Leno's a fucking asshole.
Like Jay Leno is like, oh, I want to go to an earlier time slot. I'm gonna get my own show, and then it fucking bombs.
Oh yeah,
And like they give Conan the Tonight Show. Yeah, it was the Tonight Show because the Late Show was Letterman.
Yep.
So they give Conan the Tonight Show, and he just takes off with it, and it's great.
Oh yeah.
But then Leno's show bombs, and instead of just kicking Leno out because he's got bad ideas, they boot Conan.
Yep, and throw Leno back in.
And throw Leno back in the Tonight Show for another, 2 years.
Yeah, that was atrocious. I don't know.
And then they gave it to fucking Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah. I laugh at all my own jokes, Jimmy Fallon. Ha 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 ha.
Like, Colbert taking over for Letterman makes more sense to me.
Yeah.
Colbert is a better choice. Like, he's a lot more sterile than he was on the Colbert Report. But that's because
I do miss that. Though.
That's because the
Such
Colbert
a great
Report
show.
was literally a character.
Yeah, you know who I wish still had a show
Jon
was Jon Stewart. Yeah, like, man, I would get my news from Jon Stewart any day of the week. Like, he is not only informed, he's passionate about the issues too.
That's why I like John Oliver.
Yeah, John Oliver,
because John Oliver took over for Jon Stewart went on a break for a while, and John Oliver took over.
Yeah,
and he handled it very well. And I think that was what motivated him to start the Last Week Tonight.
Yeah, man, I miss Jon Stewart though, dude. There is an episode where I think he went on CNN, and Tucker. That's when Tucker Carlson was still on CNN.
Oh, that's right.
Do you remember seeing that?
I think I've heard about this.
He just completely eviscerated. Like, they expected him to come on and just be a comedian, and he was basically pointing out that the news that they were doing on their show was fucking garbage, and they needed to do a better job. And he's like, "Oh, you can't say that about us." It's like, I can, and I am.
Just did.
And he made fun of Carlson for wearing a bow tie. And at that point, after that, I don't think Tucker Carlson ever wore a bow tie again.
I'll believe it.
And, obviously Tucker Carlson is where he is now, which is
where he is now.
I hate that guy. That smug face. I just want to punch him right in his smug face. Tucker Carlson? I challenge you to a fight. All right? I'm going to do that. I think every episode I'm going to challenge some random celebrity to a fight. Make this go viral. I want to box Tucker Carlson.
Oh, fuck.
I will fucking annihilate you, you smug, tiny piece of shit. Fish stick empire little man. Ugh.
Now that's a highlight.
That is a highlight. Actually, yes, highlight. Make that a fucking highlight.
I'll do that.
I want to box that smug piece of shit.
Tweet it. Let's go. Tweet that shit.
Fuck you.
Box Tucker Carlson.
Bare knuckle boxing. Let's go, you little bitch. No gloves.
I bet you're bigger than him.
Oh, I'm sure I am. You know what? And I'm gonna look up right now because there's no way. I mean, he's old too. He doesn't have to do shit. He's fucking a fish stick empire little queen. So. Oh yeah, Wikipedia is not like I can see stats of people, huh? It's not like
it's
MMA
just
where.
On Google.
Oh yeah.
I normally just find it on Google. You could also. Usually, you can Google.
He's 6'1".
Okay.
All right.
You're about even matched.
Yeah, I got 2 inches on him, but.
Okay.
I'll still fuck him up.
Okay. Yeah. Good shit. All right. I think that's time.
Who has 4 fucking names?
What?
Tucker, Swanson, McNear, Carlson. What? You're not fucking Madonna. Get over yourself, you piece of shit. What in the hell? What? Who has 4 names?
I mean, at least he's not ashamed of his name like Ted Cruz.
That's true.
Ted Cruz.
I'll box that motherfucker too.
Ted Cruz's real name is Raphael. Raphael.
Where does he hide his turtle shell?
Raphael Edward Cruz.
Where the fuck does he hide his turtle shell?
Why do you think he went to Cancun?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just got to get warm. A vocal opponent of progressivism. Wow, that's a fucking weird word. Called a nationalist. I hate Tucker Carlson. I'm glad we ended this with me hating Tucker Carlson.
Boxing Tucker Carlson. Okay. Like,
4 fucking
comment,
names.
and subscribe for more of our whatever.
What an asshole. Wait, I don't know, man. I just started going off.
Alrighty. And,
all right.
I think we'll catch you guys in the next one. Finger guns.
Finger guns today.